It is already time to pick our December TBR. I can't believe that the year is over. That's actually insane. I have had these bookshelves for a year now, and I've been wanting to reorganize them for so long, and I still haven't gotten around to it. Next month, I promise. But it is already time to pick our December TBR. I am amazed at how quickly the year has passed. And I did a lot more reading than I thought I would this year. As I said, this is my first time living alone apart from my parents, and I thought I would have much less time to read. But as of this week, I have officially cracked my reading goal of 100 books for this year. And that makes me really happy. I had it at 70 at the beginning of the year, and then I bumped it up to 100. And yeah, that is just great. So I have not yet decorated for Christmas. I am not a very Christmas decoration person, but I'm trying to get into it, because if you do it right, it looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous. But I feel like you have to have enough Christmas decoration for it to actually look good and make sense. And I don't have any Christmas decorations, and I feel like just putting a string of lights on the shelves wouldn't really make it very Christmassy. So I'm gonna be waiting till after Christmas, when all the Christmas stuff is on sale, because people are trying to get rid of it. And then I'm gonna buy a bunch of Christmas stuff, and then I'm gonna decorate for Christmas next year. That's the plan. I will stop talking now and pick the first prompts. If you've watched all the last month's TBR jar prompt picks my TBR for the next month, I have this jar of prompts and I'm gonna pick for them. I feel like it's very simple, but it works and it's fun. We're gonna be picking 5 books, even though I never read all of the 5 books I set out to read in a month, because I'm a mood reader, and like sticking to a very rigid monthly TBR makes me not want to read at all if I'm not enjoying the current book that I'm reading. And I don't want to put myself in a reading slump. And I don't care, honestly. I don't care enough to actually try to stick to a rigid TBR, because no one else cares if I actually read the books or not. But picking them is fun. And it does help decision paralysis if I don't know what to read. And I feel like November went pretty well. I read 3 out of the 5 books as it stands right now. We still have a few days left in November as I'm filming this, but I will probably not get around to Mistborn or Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So that just means we're going to be picking 5 books, and we'll see if I read them or not. I will try to, but I won't force myself to. Oh, and if you hear something in my voice, I'm a little sick. So that's why my voice might sound really weird. So, the first prompt is a fall book. Now, fall is over, but I don't care. I could read fall books all year long. So now I just gotta decide which fall book I want to read, because I still have a few left. I know which one I want to read. I would like to read The XX by Erin Sterling. I bought the secondhand last month after it not being available on Amazon for some reason, and I have only heard good things about this. I know that Katie is reading, I think, really loves this, and that woman has taste. So I am really excited for this, and it's a short book, so I feel like that should be doable, and I'm really excited to read this. First book, The XX. Next prompt. A book I started but never finished. Okay. That is a few. I will have a see. When I was 15, I started reading Caraval, but I never finished reading it. So, and this is in my 10 before the end. I will not be able to read all of my 10 before the end books, but I'm really excited to read Caraval, and that was like one of my non-negotiable reads for this year. Like, at least try and read the first one. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm the very last person on earth to read Caraval, and I've seen mixed things about this book. I know that people like the second one a lot more, I think. I don't know anything about the third one or Spectacular. I really want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, because I already own it and it's very beautiful. And I've only seen great things about it. And the fan art for that series slaps so hard. I am a perfectionist, and I really want to read Caraval first so that I can experience everything as it was meant to be experienced. So I'm going to be putting Caraval as our second book on the TBR for December, and I'm really excited. I honestly forgot that I started reading this, but I still have the original German copy that I bought when I was 15, and these are the pretty ones that I bought to force myself to read them. I still haven't. So, third book. What's the third book gonna be? I am hoping for a winter prompt. Okay. Ooh, a book with a person on the cover. Ooh, I know which one. This came highly recommended by Ellen Catherine, and this has two people. This has two people on the cover, and this is the perfect book for Christmas for obvious reasons. And I would have read this regardless, but having it on my TBR for the month is actually just perfect. I am so excited to read this. Yes, yes, yes. So excited. If you don't know what it's about, apparently he is the ghost of Christmas past and has been tasked with haunting her for the Christmas season. And she thinks she's a good person, so there's no reason for him to haunt her, and there's nothing really that she did wrong. And so he is really stumped as well, and they have to figure out what actually is the reason that he is supposed to haunt her for Christmas. And this looks so cute, and this seems so adorable, and I can't wait to read this. I want to make it a habit of reading more seasonal books, because I've read one Christmas book ever so far last year, and that was The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling, which is technically the third book in the series, but I didn't know that. And they're interconnected, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to absorb all the happiness of every season and hot chocolate. And what's it called? In Germany, we call it Glühwein, which is like wine, but hot. And with Christmas flavors. And it's amazing. We drink it all the time. It's great. This is so exciting. Fourth book. Now, what's the first book? A book with a green cover. A book with a green cover. For some reason, I wanted to say I don't have many books with green covers, but I do have one that would be perfect for Christmas season, because this is a Christmas book in the Belladonna series that just came out. I know that it's kind of a bluish green, but I honestly don't care. I honestly don't care, because I want to read this so bad, and it's green enough for me to pick this. And I'm going to. And the cover, look at this. And there's artwork in it. And I'm so excited. I love the Belladonna series. I read it this year. Absolutely loved it. Loved Wisteria the most, though. So, fourth book. Last book for the month of December. There's one winter book I want to read specifically, but maybe I'll do that anyway. Ooh, the longest book on my TBR. Now, I don't know if I meant the book that's been on my TBR the longest, or the longest page-wise that's on my shelves. But I have an idea of what that might be. This is the longest book, page-wise. This is on my 10 before the end as well, and I've been wanting to read this, but it intimidates the hell out of me. And this book is so heavy, and it doesn't look like it has that many pages, but it's 1,024 pages, and that's an insane amount of pages. But I'm quite happy with this being on my TBR. I love this. I read Manacled last year, or the one before last year, 2023 maybe, but I loved it. I loved it so much, and I'm really excited for Alchemized. I'm really excited to get my heart broken. Yeah, but that'll be fun. It'll be fun. I have no idea. Maybe I can read this at the tail end of the year, because university is really stressful right until Christmas, because everyone feels like they need to put some kind of conclusion on this half of the semester. So we have to turn in so many papers and projects and stuff. And that will be incredibly stressful. But then I have 2 weeks vacation until the 8th of January, I think. So that will be really exciting. Maybe I'll put this in a 24-hour readathon. But I feel like then I will have the time to read this, and it would be really nice to end the year with such a banger. Yeah, ooh, this is nice. I'm so excited. What a TBR. And we actually got 2 Christmas books that I wanted to read. So that's amazing. I'm really excited to see which one of these I will actually get to, or if maybe December is the month where I finally read all of my books on my physical TBR for the month. I'm really happy with this. The color palette looks great as well, I want to say, and I'm really excited. But that is it for today's video. That is it for my TBR prompt jar picks, my reads for December. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way till the end and just wanted to let me know, you can comment a little snowflake in the comments if you want to. And yeah, if you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so much, and I wish you the happiest early Christmas time. Tell me if you decorate for Christmas or not. That would be really interesting for me to know, because I feel like everyone decorates for Christmas, but I'm just not a very Christmas decoration person. I hope it will be different next year. I will try to actually decorate for Christmas next year, but I would be really interested to know. That is it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.